I actually have a left-handed knife. Michael is trying to help teach me how to chop onions a little better than I usually do. And that's important because we are going to make stock, right, Michael?
Well, we're going to make stock, and I'm going to talk about it again. So just like Julia Child said, we're going to do chop and stuff. That's what she just said. We're going to chop and stuff. Okay. So in cooking, there's a lot of chopping and stuff, as she just said. And we're going to learn how to cut. And what it is you really need to learn how to hold the knife and watch the show again. Get the DVDs, and you can really watch what she does. And she learned from a French chef or from a real chef. And this is the way you hold it. You really do. You hold it in your hand because you don't want the knife to tip left or right. And you need to feel the steel on your skin. Okay, you know the steel is on your skin, you know where the knife is. You do not feel the steel, you do not know where it is. That's what I mean. So when you chop onions, and same as Julia Child did, I don't need to look where I cut. My finger does this for me. The finger, you don't have to do that fast. That's what she said, mastering. No master has fallen from the sky. Start slow, but I want you to do at home, and yes, have some Band-Aids ready. But, yeah, exactly. Use your finger to guide the knife. Use the finger to guide the knife. Yeah. My father used to do a lot of woodworking. He says your fingers see more than your eyes because you can feel it. And that's the same thing with this. You want to cut it, chop and stuff. Then also funny, by the way, we're going to make some nice beef stock because she kind of said use beef broth. She has some other recipes too. We're going to make a beef broth with it. And as when I learned, and you do make a specific cut of an onion, most of the time the chef will use it in the beginning for stocks. So we're gonna make a beef stock, all right? Now when we're talking about stock, there's really, just imagine yourself making tea. You have water and you're infusing it with flavor. With this one, let me go back here and get the veal bones out of the oven that have been roasted. And with this, there's quite still a difference. It's coming around where people go and buy the store. So when I go and visit my mom in Switzerland, she thinks of what she wants to eat for lunch, she wants to for dinner, then she goes to the store and buys her food for that day, for that afternoon, and she knows the butcher. So we need veal bones here, or beef bones, whatever you can get, and don't be shy about it. Talk to your butcher, and he can get it for you. He may doesn't have it at the store because people usually don't make their own stock. Right. And that's what your child wants to teach you too. Become comfortable with it. Yeah,
and you have to know your butcher.
Yes. And now, Michael, did you get those like that, or did you actually get them covered and peel off the meat and use it as?
We got the bones in just like that. Because, of course, every time you break down an animal, that's what your butcher called, there's a lot of bones. And usually what happens is, either they get ground down or they make glue out of it and everything else. You can get those bones, and they shouldn't be too expensive either. So then we roast the bones just in the oven till they're nice and brown. So there's a difference between making a brown stock or a white stock. White stock, we put the same things in here, but we don't brown it. So what we need for this, we need the bones and we need mirepoix. Okay. Mirepoix is the roast vegetables. Okay. So we're gonna chop this up. And by the way, don't go too crazy about making it look pretty. The mirepoix doesn't need to look pretty. It's all for flavor. So I have this bowl down here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna use your onions that we have here. And of course, we're using as much local as possible because it's very important that you're supporting the farmer right down the street. We're gonna use some carrots. Carrots, especially for this, do not peel them. Okay. Brush them, get all the dirt off. They're organic carrots, they're really good for you. If on top, if it's not very pretty, it doesn't make a difference. As long as it's not rotten or anything bad that could change the flavor. So I would like you to cut up some onions. Again, use the way I showed you using the knife, or Julia showed you how to use the knife.
Standing up.
And we hear a whole lot. There you go.
I'm just going to move this a little bit so we can see John in this death-defying act.
Chopping it up. And don't have to go so fast.
And if I cut my hand, you don't see it with the carrots because it mixes right in.
That's right. So make some flavor to it.
Good point.
But go slow.
Go slow.
Don't go fast. Yeah. Speed comes with comfort. You're nice and slow first, and you get faster and faster as you feel more comfortable doing it. We're also going to use a little bit of leeks that have been washed already. Good. So we just use all these flavors. All we're gonna do is we're gonna add those when the bones are nice and brown. Yep, we can put it right into the bowl.
Slide them in.
There you go. And then again, that's how you use the things for. So you have a carrot and you have a little bit of scraps from a carrot because you made a salad. Yeah. How about using the scraps you got for the stock? So we have a stock bucket in the fridge, so a little bit of onions, go right in there. we don't want to throw it away.
Yeah.
So we use some celery. We can cut up some leeks. If you would like some cut up some leeks, we just take the roots off. Use some
Suzanne,
leeks.
going to cut those? And
You
how, are we,
please go
how
ahead.
are we doing as compared to Julia?
That's right. Well,
Oh yeah, we should
that's the
take a
whole
look
thing.
at. We should take a little refresher look at how Julia
How she holds
chopped.
a knife.
Can we take a look at that again?
Please.
Maybe that'll inspire me.
Chopping. Show Julia chopping.
Like so. Would you start?
Nope.
For the onion, you cut it across at the root end, like that. And then you cut off a little tiny bit here, and a little tiny bit there. You hold the onion with your thumb that way, and your fingers this way. Your fingernails are pointed away because you don't want to cut your hands off or your fingers off. And your knife sort of knocks against your knuckles as you move your finger down like that, see? Now you're coming straight down, like that. And then after you've done a little practice on it, it just goes like that.
I'm ready.
So, Ann, let's see how you can do that.
So you have to feel the steel on your fingers, on the knuckles. Just don't raise the knife
am
too
I
far
slicing?
up. You're slicing it
Slicing
down,
first?
just slicing right there and there.
I'm gonna do this
She's
kind of.
actually
Nice and slow.
standing.
Right, and just make sure your fingers are not in a way that your thumb all of a sudden starts walking forward, and all of a sudden you're gonna nick them. And you don't want to do that.
Part of the problem is she's standing on the wrong side of the knife, but
I asked for a left-handed
That's
knife,
right.
John, and
It cuts both ways.
my people wouldn't get it for me.
But that's what's so important about public broadcasting is you learn all these wonderful things that you can take and learn and take back to your home with you and learn how to up until tonight, I have to admit I'm not much of a cook. I rely on other people to do that, my wife in particular. But I'm learning stuff that I feel more comfortable doing, and that's sort of the power of public broadcasting. It's so important that we're able to show you these how-to things and you can actually gain skills. So we thank you for doing that.
Into the green do we go?
You
for
can go
stock?
actually pretty far into the
Okay.
green on this one. The
Request
green
for
usually when you
stock.
cook it becomes more tough.
Right.
It will discolor a little bit, but guess what? We're making a brown stock.
We're making a stock. So
Exactly. So you want to use the
About-
greens. By the
maybe
way,
about
if
there.
you ever make a vegetable, you make a leek vinaigrette or something,
Yeah.
they ask you to only use the white,
Right.
save the rest, and make stock from that.
Right.
So basically you have
maybe
some
go
of that.
this far.
That's right.
Does that look okay?
That looks perfect.
And
We can put this right
scoop
back
it into the bowl
bowl.
again?
That's right.
And what else besides this will go into
We're going to
the
use some
stock?
celery. You can take some celery stalks off.
Celery.
Celery. There you go.
There we go.
Here we have it. Cut those up too. Again, just like Julia did. Hold the knife right. And I'm telling you, go slow. Until you feel comfortable doing it right. And doing it right was everything that she wanted to teach.
I think he's a natural, though, don't you?
Well, I stand on the right side of the knife. That's why.
That's it. That's it.
To use the user manual on the knife. And just cut. Beautiful. Again, for this, you don't need to cut the vegetables too nice because all we need these vegetables for is flavor, not to make it look pretty. If you were making minestrone soup or something like that, you see the vegetables, you want to cut a little nicer. So we have this is what's called a mirepoix.
Okay, so it can be rough chopped. It's not
It can
that
be
little
rough
tiny-
chopped, it can be pieces, it can be
Yeah.
anything. It just flavors a stock. So from
Yeah.
here, you can, it doesn't make a difference where it goes. We can make
Okay.
fish stock, we can make chicken stock, we can even make vegetable stock
And
from
so
We
this.
can
Does
put
it
it
go-
in.
Yep, so what we do is we roast the bones, we add the vegetables to it to get them a nice roasting to it too, and then we'll add some flavoring to it because this is what it's all about. That's why we love stocks. You can make so many flavors into it, and that's what you want to do. So we have the roasted vegetables, and you have the bones, and most of all, you have what's on the bottom of the pan. You want that.
Good bits.
That's it. You want all of it. So you want what we call a deglaze.
That.
You deglaze with a red wine, of course. We use red wine. And for
a
a
particular red wine.
well, this is a Bordeaux. Do not. I'm always telling people, okay, don't cook with the, the cheapest of the cheap, whatever. But do not go expensive either. Okay. So if you cook with a Bordeaux, you might want to drink a Bordeaux with it. That sounds great. But then use the nice year for you and the one, or even better, you had a glass. You didn't drink the whole bottle of red wine. Use that for the stock.
So this was a big deal back in the 60s where I grew up around Buffalo, New York. Nobody drank wine, much less cooked with wine. People
Right.
drank wine out of paper bags. It's not that good. But, there might have been some cooking sherry in
Right.
the cupboard. But when my mother, who was a good basic cook, discovered Julia Child recipes, she started buying wine to put in the food.
That's right.
Maybe we even had some wine around the table. My Uncle Joe used to say that she loved cooking with wine, and sometimes she even put it in the food.
Right.
And you know, the other thing is that this book that we've been telling you about all evening that you can have for your pledge of $120 has all of these recipes in it. And so if you haven't already called in with your pledge of support to take advantage of this autographed book, now would be a perfect time to do so while we continue to build this stock.
That's right. So with the stock, and as I said, if you get used to the stock, they're very... They'll become natural to you. That's what a master does. The master does something so often and so long until it becomes natural to him. So we add that. So we add some tomato paste to it. And then, of course, we do have a spoon right here.
Smush it around.
We add some tomato paste right to it. Okay.
Perfect.
And again, it doesn't necessarily need tomato paste, but it's nice. Of
What
course, garlic, if you like garlic, all right, of course. And then we have some flavorings.
Like garlic?
Spices are most beautiful things that came around. We didn't have them for too long either, you know. But it's such beautiful things. With the spices, just like with herbs, be careful. Some of them are very, very potent. Okay, and some of them are a little bit less. Like clove, very, very strong. Very quickly, you overpower it. So we're just going to put a couple of cloves in here. Take a little bit of peppercorns, also very strong. Some bay leaves, same thing. Voila. We would then just...
Okay.
Do you need any salt or pepper?
No, we do not. I don't like to season the stock too much. A little bit is fine. I want to finish, and just like Julia Child teaches too, to season the whatever you make. That is not just the respect from the food, that is the respect from your guests. Okay? So I have a restaurant. When you come to the restaurant, you want to be served. Now, if I don't do my job in the kitchen and it's not seasoned, then what did I do? So the same thing goes for you guests at your party. Taste it. Always taste it. At least 3 times taste it. Don't taste it too close behind each other. The funny part is, as I said, the attention span of a human has gone to 3 seconds. Your taste buds adjust really, really quick. So taste something, maybe have a piece of bread between it, and taste it again. So we'll fill this up with water. Let this simmer nice and slowly, okay, for approximately 6 to 8 hours. This is something you want to make. You can even roast the bones the day ahead of time.
In the morning.
The passions and the patience. Have patience. You need to show some patience when you want to do the right thing. So then you follow Julia's recipe. We have brown beef broth. You got a beautiful soup, nice onion soup. And to finish the soup, all I want to do now is be careful though, because if you want to put that down there, I wanted to finish the soup right here with this.
By the way, all these recipes that we're doing tonight are on our website at vpt.org, and of course you can follow it on the book as well that we've been telling you about for that pledge level of $120. So we hope you'll take advantage of that. So tell us about this wonderful onion soup that I've been looking at and devouring with my eyes.
In the studio. It's exactly followed to Julia Child's recipe. Okay, we didn't change anything around. We sweat the onions, not in vermouth. But we do it in a little bit of butter and a little bit of oil, get it nice and brown. Then we add the flour, a little bit of flour, not too much. Then we add the beef broth. Of course, at this point, it's so much flavor in there. And that's it. And you simmer it, as I said, give Julia Child the respect she deserves. And that's what I was saying before. It's about respect. Respect is about you. Let's break this down quick for a second. It's about love. People throw around the word love. Break it down. Take it to respect, honor, and just patience. Have patience with food. And that's what we're going to do. Have patience with this and have patience with Julia Child. She is teaching you so much. When you get these DVDs, listen to it and you'll learn something.
You can actually get this onion soup recipe off our vpt.org website now, along with the other recipes we're doing tonight that Julia's doing. And I'll tell you, I've made this a number of times. If you follow these Julia Child recipes, they're an education. First of all, they're so well written, and you get her enthusiasm we were talking about, her passion for the food. And then you follow it step by step, and a perfect onion soup comes out. You will be amazed, and this is one of the greatest French soul foods.
Right. Because Julia Child, in itself, it wasn't about her being a TV personality. She wasn't about being this great TV star. She was about teaching people how to cook. Please come with me, I'll show you how to cook. So what we're gonna do with the soup, we're using a red hen bread right here. So what I want you to do is just drop in those croutons right in here, and you guys can give me a hand. If they drop upside down, that's no big deal. And while she uses Gruyere cheese, what I'm as a Swiss guy very happy about, there is such beautiful cheese in Vermont that we use here, a Grafton cheddar. We use all these different, there's so many different cheeses here. Stick with something that you really, really enjoy.
So just cover the top, basically.
Cover the top,
Right
correct.
over here for a bit.
That's right.
In fact,
Don't
what you were saying earlier about Julia teaching, and
in the
that's really
blanks
what
here.
public television does. It empowers you to be able to do some of these things that you might not otherwise do at home.
I love this part.
And always what I tell people to get your kids involved.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Always
Instead
get your
of
kids
instead of destruction, and destruction is a lot of fun. You know, you build a snowman and you throw it over, whatever. This is really creating something, and make your kids, as we want them to be responsible adults one day, make them responsible for something. You're responsible for washing. You're responsible for cutting. Or
it
you
time
tell
to
your
put the
kids,
cheese on?
yes.
Yeah,
And
Yay.
it's
I'm looking
take
forward
hands
to
full
that.
hands of cheese
with
and
our
just put it
hands in
right
it?
over.
Oh, I like that part.
Please. We have nice clean hands. We wash our hands.
You
Also,
bet.
it is going to get cooked. It gets gratinate afterwards inside. And how about that? Your child is putting on the cheese.
Oh,
You put the
so
soup
much fun.
on the table. It feels involved.
So now that we've gratinated this, or we're about to, we're going to stick it in the oven.
Enough cheese?
That's correct.
Is that enough cheese? or
No,
should we have
never.
more?
John,
Always,
Not-
take
not-
a turn.
always
not-
plenty
yeah,
of,
yeah.
Throw
always
it on
plenty of
there
cheese.
with
There's
gusto.
never
Because the
enough
onion
cheese.
Oops, I'm
soup
wiping
has
my
such
hands
a
on my
beautiful
apron.
acidity to it too, from the wine and the onions itself. It has
Yeah.
a lot of flavor to it. There you go. That's a
And
beautiful
that's,
thing.
You know, that's wonderful. I love cheese. And speaking of being cheesy, I'm going to send it back to Brennan over at the